From a high school viral sensation to an NBA all-star, Zion Williamson has taken the basketball world by storm with his incredible athleticism and dominant play. Measuring 6'6" and 285 pounds with unprecedented speed and agility for his size, Zion brings a unique skill set that has teams and fans alike mesmerized whenever he takes the court. Join us as we recap Zion's meteoric rise from prospect to face of the New Orleans Pelicans franchise and the most exciting young player in the NBA today. Number 1. The legend begins. Zion's high school dominance. Long before signing Mill Iondol R sponsorship deals with Jordan Brand and captivating NBA audiences night after night, Zion Williamson first caught national attention as a high school superstar at Spartanburg Day School in South Carolina. His junior season averages of 36.8 points, 13 rebounds, 2.4 steals, and 2.1 blocks per game quickly circulated through basketball circles. Viral clips showcased high-flying dunks and blocks, where Zion seemingly shot up 10 feet into the air. This unreal athleticism for a player listed at 6'7" and 285 pounds had scouts and analysts shaking their heads. How could someone so big jump so high and move so fast? Zion took his game to another level in his senior season, posting an astronomical stat line of 45 points, 15 rebounds, and 5 assists per outing. He won South Carolina Gatorade Player of the Year while leading Spartanburg to a state championship. The legend of Zion Williamson, a basketball phenom, had only just begun. Number 2. One-and-done Duke star. Ranked as the consensus number 2 prospect in 2018 behind Canadian forward R.J. Barrett, Zion committed to play at Duke under legendary coach Mike Krzyzewski. Alongside Barrett and Cam Reddish, the Blue Devils boasted one of the most talented freshman trios the collegiate game had ever seen. From the tip-off of Duke's very first game, Zion delivered on the incredible hype. He erupted for 28 points on 11, 13 shooting with 7 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal against top 5, Kentucky. His rim-rattling dunks brought Cameron Indoor Stadium to its feet, play after play. And despite garnering non-stop attention from opposing defenses, nobody could slow him down. Zion averaged 22.6 points, 8.9 rebounds, 2.1 steals, and 1.8 blocks over 33 games in one of the most efficient NCAA seasons ever recorded. He won every major Player of the Year award while leading Duke to an ACC championship and an Elite 8 appearance. When Zion declared for the 2019 NBA draft after his freshman year, every basketball fan eagerly awaited which franchise would be lucky enough to draft the next face of the league. Number 3. Draft Night Surprise. Entering the 2019 draft lottery, the New York Knicks had the highest chance to land the number 1 overall pick at 14%. Slotting in at just 6%, the New Orleans Pelicans shocked the world when they landed the top spot to presumably take Duke superstar Zion Williamson. While the national media focused attention on Zion potential revitalizing a struggling Knicks franchise, New Orleans' actual Y offered an ideal environment for a young star to develop out of the limelight. Boasting a stable coaching staff led by former Warriors assistant Alvin Gentry and an elite front-court partner in Anthony Davis, NOLA offered Zion the keys to lead a franchise and grow on his own terms. Of course, the Anthony Davis era ended abruptly when he demanded a trade shortly before the 2019 draft. This placed even more pressure and responsibility directly on the 19-year-old Zion's shoulders to transform the Pelicans' fortunes. But as Zion has proven at every level, no stage has ever looked too big. Number 4. Rookie season takeover. Zion made his long-awaited NBA debut in January 2020 after missing the opening months of his rookie season recovering from knee surgery. It didn't take long for flashes of greatness to show through. In just his 4th NBA game, Zion erupted for 22 points in 18 minutes versus San Antonio, hitting all 4 of his 3-pointers while bringing the New Orleans crowd to their feet whenever he touched the bail. While most rookies endure ups and downs adjusting to the speed and physicality of the NBA game, Zion demonstrated nightly that his generational athletic gifts could dominate at the highest level. He displayed unprecedented finishing ability around the rim, living up to his historic 75% clip within 3 feet at Duke. By early March, Zion had claimed Western Conference Rookie of the Month honors behind 24.5 points and 6.5 rebounds on nearly 60% true shooting. Basketball experts agreed. Zion makes the extraordinary look effortless thanks to his superhuman athleticism. Unfortunately, the coronavirus halted Zion's momentum in just his 19th NBA game, but the electrifying half-season provided plenty of optimism that New Orleans had found its new franchise face. Number 5. Becoming an all-star. Looking noticeably slimmer and faster to begin year 2, Zion opened the 2021 season determined to fulfill his immense potential. His versatile scoring arsenal combined playmaking gravity for teammates with relentless attacking for easy baskets at the rim night after night. Despite defensive game plans geared entirely at stopping him, Zion proved unstoppable en route to outrageous sophomore production. Behind 27 points on 61% from the field, 7 rebounds and 4 assists each night, he led the young Pelicans into playoff contention while taking the league by storm as he watched television every game. In February, for the league's annual All-Star festivities, Zion received his first of likely many All-Star selections, solidifying his status among the NBA's current elite. Number 6. Playoff dreams. Entering 2022 to 2023 on a 4-year maximum rookie contract extension, expectations weigh heavy for Zion to guide New Orleans towards championship contention. The front office has surrounded him with complementary talent, including All-Star Brandon Ingram and defensive stalwart Herb Jones. Now 2 years removed from his scintillating debut, Zion faces pressure to stay healthy and contribute on both ends towards team success. The Pelicans' lineup with him at center looks lethal, with 5 potent offensive threats spacing the floor. Zion continues expanding his game, punishing small ER defenders with forceful post play, while improving his jump shot to keep defenses honest. His sophomore year 3-point mark of 33% bodes well for continuing to round out his skill set. With key core pieces secured long-term, Pelicans management expects sustained excellence and a perennial playoff contender. For that to happen, Zion must fulfill his destiny as a generational megastar talent. Number 7. The next face of the NBA. Since entering the league in 2020, Zion Williamson currently ranks in the top 5 in points per game, field goal percentage, and player efficiency rating. Analysts hail him as the most physical wide-dominant interior force since a young Shaquille O'Neal. His repertoire of ferocious dunks elicits reactions of shock and awe from fans and out players alike. Slow-motion replays attempt to explain how he manages such hang time and power while airborne. Yet perhaps most impressive is Zion's retention of joy in simply playing the game. His infectious smile lights up the court, no matter the game situation. In an era headlined by serious sharpshooters like Stephen Curry and Kevin Durant, Zion's childlike enthusiasm funnels through jaw-dropping highlights. What does the future hold for the generational sensation out of South Carolina? From producing viral mixtapes as a prep phenomenon to igniting NBA League Pass subscriptions across the globe, all indications point towards Zion Williamson as the face of basketball's new era. Imagine fellow athletic marvels like Giannis Antetokounmpo and Anthony Edwards reaching their prime just as Zion enters his. The fireworks ahead promise to elevate the NBA viewing experience higher and higher in the 2020s. Zion Williamson's nightly exploits thrill basketball purists and casual fans alike, thanks to his unprecedented athletic gifts and gravity-defying dunks. Already a 2-time All-Star at just 22 years old, Zion's rare skills set projects towards generational superstardom. His expectations include leading New Orleans deep into the playoffs and competing annual for MVP honors. Yet regardless of what accolades may come, Zion's otherworldly talent and infectious enthusiasm ensure must-see entertainment every time he takes the floor. Tune into any Pelicans game and prepare for your jaw to drop when Zion fires up the afterburners on his way to the rim. His ferocious power dunks represent basketball poetry in motion, a singular talent basketball may never see again. So take your on the next Pelicans game broadcast. Why waste time simply reading about Zion Williamson when his nightly highlights provide the only proper justice towards describing his greatness? Let's sit back and enjoy the show as Zion ignites arenas across the country while lifting the NBA into a new era,